say one of the lucrative business in Zimbabwe is to be a prophet. Amass a lot of wealth. They actually, their ministry, they prophesy, promise to heal people, and they are spending a lot of money. Some actually selling apples for a huge sum of money. Some pray for Kenglis. Giving an impression that by so doing, people will live a long life. And there are people who are falling prey to this. And one of the presidents in Zimbabwe who has been closer to these numerous false prophets is Mnangagwa. What is the possible reason why the man is doing this? Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So before we continue, let's listen to this false prophet. What did he say? I think we should not mince our words, but to call him as it is. Let's listen to him actually speaking. What is happening? Let me try to locate the video. Hopefully, okay, here it is.
I think it's probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
I've been in SA, I've traveled, I've went to different countries.
Yeah.
Now, the way that we receive news when we are abroad,
yes,
and the way that I've seen the reality on the ground,
yeah,
when I arrived in Zimbabwe,
it's different.
I'm perplexed. I'm beyond shocked. I'm amused.
Yeah.
I realize that it is a tomfoolery of its highest level. It is witchcraft that we are seeing on social media, that we are seeing online, where we have local journalists, local Zimbabwean-born Shona-speaking journalists who go outside the country and they're spreading falsehoods about their own country.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe is beautiful. I saw the roads, I saw a whole lot of infrastructure development going on in the country, you know. Inini panandiri munomuga mota yangu ndaigona kuichinja mataya kana ka 3 ka 4 because I putika ne mapoto. But I can tell you right now, this country is headed towards the right direction. I'm telling you.
I like the way you are speaking, Prophet. At one point you were quoted, different times criticizing the government. I'm glad that this time around you're saying the opposite.
You see, but you should maybe before we say I did speak against the government when I was abroad. Because I was speaking based on the information that I saw online.
So you were misinformed.
It was misinformation. And that is why I have to correct it on this platform. To say everything that people are reading about Zimbabwe in UK, in South Africa, in wherever, these are puppets who are funded by the West to destroy their own nation in the name of journalism. And that is
then you call this a pastor? Or a prophet whatsoever.
Prophet is just because he's in Zimbabwe, probably he's afraid.
musajairire munhu akaenda akanobata nyoka akaibata akaikisa nyoka
Okay, so sorry about that. So that is the message he conveyed. He is claiming that he used to criticize the government. He is in Zimbabwe, by the way, and he has to mind his. Most probably has been told, you have spoken this about the president. I think you should actually go to a private station that is owned by ZANU-PF. It is masqueraded as a private station, but it's not private in essence. It is owned by ZANU-PF. So people should, it's a Zim Papers owned private radio station. So this is as good as actually ZANU-PF. Mnangagwa is benefiting out of that platform. They are deceiving people to give an impression that it is an independent station, but it is not. So you have heard yourself the words of this false prophet, how he actually is so judgmental. You hear them, especially by speaking what contradicts by far the word of God, because he should not be this judgmental to the people created by God, especially as a pastor or a purported man of God. These are red flags that you should see in an individual. If he tries to be manipulative and speak certain prophecies about ZANU-PF, they can actually decisively deal with him. They can deal with him. In other words, he was trying to actually, he was speaking like this to be safe, in my view, to be safe and to be welcomed in Zimbabwe back by the regime, because we know what the regime does, especially to those who are opposed to it. And he has graduated from being a critic, saying he was criticizing based on propaganda. But the propaganda is what he is now speaking and saying in Zimbabwe there are no longer potholes. Why would someone lie to such an extent? All for what? Definitely money has been paid, and we are seeing Mnangagwa getting these false prophets on his actually pocket so that they can prophesy falsely about his kingdom after creating that Zimbabwe is confronted with. Thank you for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to